Evening, Pedro Back Poet here. Normally on my poems it's like a one take thing. This is now take 5. Dogs have been barking, cats have been playing the piano next door. It's just a madhouse tonight. Okay, so I'm going to try and get this pushed out. So this poem, another slam poem, is called Clocks. It's just about when people try to pigeonhole you and make you sort of do things at certain ages because you have to do this, have to have kids at a certain time scale, and it's all just garbage, in my view. Okay, clocks. You know your clock is ticking. What, my clock? I didn't even own a watch. My life is not fitting into your well-laid plan where I fit my life into money attached to your clock hands. Just because our great city or live beneath a clock which dictates the daily scene, I'm 400 miles north over there and I have my own routine. So what's ticking it for this year then? Kids not had midlife crisis or the menopause still missing? Which clock do I turn to and who sets the rules and pace? Because my life feels really good right now. I'm balanced, I've got some really good headspace. But this pressure that society and you is inaccurately predicting is driven by a machine I know is profit-fueled infliction. I mean, the clock is set against benchmarks of specific profiles designed by top marketeers to squeeze out every drop of cash based on age, race, persuasion, gender. It's been happening for years. So I know how it works, you see. You marketing gurus and your expert orientations. Once product is set, you target me based on my various segmentations. You think guys like me, we age, we go quietly into the night, but an army out there who are on the move from light to dark and it's causing us a fright. A scare so real, but so many of us you'll see are fighting it, which is why you see middle-aged dudes like me and skinnies that can barely fit. As the reality of where we're heading is too fast approaching, so it's the realm of the 20-somethings that we're keen on encroaching, because you know all the fun and games is wasted on under 30s. But these young angels are yet to get their wings and their faces are still dirty. It's us in our 40s that we need to have time off and gap years. We're the ones financially sound, more choices and vices, whose brains have moved up 2 feet from somewhere here to between our ears. You see, you're never too old to reinvent yourself and take that new direction. I mean, I won't be profiled, I won't be caged, compartmentalized, I make my own selection, but I see you lurking there in the corner of my eye, notepad in hand, as you analyze the figures of the demographic based on where I stand, and hit me with the chances are 1 in 2 of your age will get cancer, and that could be you. There's a slight possibility that this is one of those maths classes that eluded you. You don't know my routine, my diet, location, physical or mental health. You're at it again, with the want to sell me drugs, vitamins, health insurance to protect these things if I leave behind. You know, all these things attached are just to increase your wealth. So, okay, I'll indulge you. As I've lived through someone close to me getting cancer, and at every stage there was a poor man's Hawkins near us with stats like 10%, 30%, now 5%, oh dear. But who worked on the mental health for her? And did that stop the clock ticking? So to enhance her. All we do in life and all we can achieve cannot be tied to what you want us to buy and what should fulfill our demographic needs. Now take me as a case study, if you will. At 18 I decided to become a chef, head chef by 22. Not because I was an amazing cook or the money was great, I had a desire to, and not because you enticed me to. At 23 I leave this career which I had an aptitude for. Again, you didn't persuade me or knock on my door. I joined the Navy to see the world. That lasted 10 years more. Reinvented again at 31. I fancied a black gown and being in court, helping people to protect their rights. Another career which I decided to abort. Again, not due to me having no skill and leaned on by you. I had some great successes, but I had more people I needed to impact, no ego to caress. So if you're counting, and I'm sure you are, I'm now on my 4th vocation. And as you hear me or read this line, your cogs are turning as you analyze my new behavioral, psycho, geo, and demographic variation. Now you are right to the point as you are looking after my welfare and my future. If I had followed the lead of society's norms, if only I had endured the safe job, massive pension, nice car, no doubt, mortgage paid off for sure. I haven't done this because I'm not convinced still at 47 that I'm not long for the scrap heap soon, and then where hell or maybe even heaven. But the maths is simple. When I choose the options ahead, if I just count back and see there's 29 years behind me and 20 more years in front to lead. But here's a crazy notion I've lived by in my protection for my fiefdom, is the music that I live by is the beat of my own drum. Not to see how high I jump to give you a better view, and not by ticking a lifestyle clock which is only set by you. So a shout out to all the young team from us 40 pluses with passion in our blood. We've spent longer than you've been on this planet honing our skills for the greater good. And the 20 something years on earth, your first 15 are a washout as you've gone from mastering the toilet to learning not to scream and shout.
So my advice for you, for what it's worth, as you embark on life with your full vigor, is fear nothing, try everything you want. It will make your brain and heart much bigger. Embrace integrity and empathy, compassion, and mostly love. Don't be pigeonholed by some suit who places himself above to squeeze every penny out of you. Just smile and banish hatred. So live, laugh, and get out there and be awesome and creative.
Cheers, guys.